ThaBoxingvoice.com. Live here with Bob Santos. Bob, man, how are you? Happy to see you from Vegas to Florida, man. Always a busy man. What brings you to Plant City?
You know, we got Starling Castillo. We're in a rough one tonight, but we're prepared, and we'll see how it transpires tonight.
For sure. So how long has Sterling had notice for this fight?
We've had quite a bit of notice for this fight, based on the fact that our opponent had some visa problems, and obviously that got situated, and we're here tonight.
So he's 100%, no excuses.
No, 100%, and we don't make excuses regardless, one way or the other.
I noticed that your heavyweight just had a fight out here as well, not too long ago, right?
Yeah, he was out here, but he was in the Caribe Royale out there in Orlando, not too far from here, and he had a great performance. And I've been telling everybody, you know, he's like a bigger version of Usyk. He can do everything that Usyk can do, but he's bigger than him. So we're expecting big things from him.
All right, and the other Dominican, I seen that he was scheduled, right? Man, what is the Dominican kid? You introduced me. He was hitting the pass so hard.
Oh, Luis Nunes.
Luis Nunes. He's got something scheduled, right?
Well, we were supposed to fight on the Golden Boy show versus Victor Morales in an eliminator for the world title.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he got hurt. He pulled out of the fight.
Victor?
Yeah, he pulled out of the fight. So it didn't take place. It was going to be on the Cepeda card, on TV on that one, and didn't take place. But hopefully he's healthy and wealthy and wise, and then we can get this thing going maybe sometime in the near future. So we're getting him ready to go.
So who else can you give us an update on that you're working with that has a scheduled date?
We got Angel Chavez, our super middleweight, big, strong Mexican, you know what I mean? And he's 9-0, 7 knockouts. He'll be going next week in Pennsylvania, and then from that one, we're going to move on. Like I said, with Denier, the Fear, Perot, our big heavyweight, will be back in action on the zone April 26th. We're fighting another undefeated heavyweight, and so we're excited about that one.
So what about your star, man? You're holding out. What about your star, Barrios? What's next?
I don't know. We'll see. We're just waiting on Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr., and when they let me know, you guys will be the first to find out.
Do you have a projected month?
Man, he's been back in the gym, so the sooner the better. I don't know if it could be on the Canelo card would be great. If it could be on the Gervonta Davis card maybe in June would be great. But the sooner the better, and I'd like to keep him as active as possible.
And what sort of level of opposition are you hoping for? Because it sounds like Boots Crowley may come to an agreement. Like, there were scheduled persons that got postponed, and there's been a lot of rumors that Boots was going to be on the undercard of Canelo. Do you foresee Crowley taking that fight?
I don't know what's going on. I know he had a little bit of some court issues, so I'm not familiar with what they got going on. But as far as Mario Barrios, I've always said this: he's willing to take on all challengers, all comers. He's proven that throughout his entire career, and so whatever they put in front of us, we'll be ready.
You're saying he's willing to take on all challengers. So would Boots be one of those challengers for Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, I don't know what his situation is. With the last I heard, he had a little bit of core problems. I don't know.
He's out of that now.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I
don't know. I don't know what their situation is, what they're trying to do, and what they're going on.
If they're clear and free to fight on Canelo card, would you guys want to fight on that Canelo card, or would you rather be its own main event versus the Boots?
Oh yeah. I think with a level of a fight like that, you'd want it to be its own main event. I mean, but I don't make the decisions. I just get them ready for the fights, and that's to the powers that be.
For sure. Well, you said possibly the Tank card. That's already a very stacked, rumored card with Tank and Frank, David and Vazde, and then Edwin and Rayo. Adding Mario Barrios and someone else would be a big treat for the fans. Do you think that's also possible?
Yeah, I think anything's possible. Obviously, right? It's boxing; anything can happen. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what they put in front of us.
What do you think of a guy like Jamal James for Barrios?
Again, Mario fight anybody. We know that. You
But
know,
is that a step forward, backwards? What do you think?
I mean,
you know, you play both roles. I know you're not his manager, but you've been in that managerial role before, so you know what's good and what's not.
at the end of the day, you know, you take what is best available, and you weigh your options, and you make the best possible decisions for your fighter, and you present them to the fighter. And a guy like Mario, though, he's always about challenges.
Well, switching to David Morrell, man.
Woo!
What's going on? I mean, I'm hearing. I'm not mad at the opponent only because I wanted that opponent for Berlanga. I wanted Berlanga to fight that opponent here in Florida, but I'm hearing it's Morrell, Trevor, McCumbee, right?
You know, I don't know. Again, that's up to Louis DeCubas Jr. You know what I mean? I don't know. No, but I know one thing about David.
Do better for him, no?
David Morrell, as time plays out, people are going to realize he's really special. A guy like him comes around once every 20 years.
Is going to fizzle out. How many more fights does Canelo have? Benavidez just announced he's moving to 75. Boo-Boo said he wants to move back
David Morrell go to 75, he go to cruiserweight. I'm watching him. When I mean special, he's special. So whether it's cruiserweight, whether it's light heavyweight, whatever the challenge presents itself, he's a special fighter. It's tremendous talent.
Have you guys ever considered Christian Nabili as an opponent for Morrell from Canada?
One thing I can say with David Morrell, whether it's Canelo, whether it's Benavidez, whether it's whoever it is, it doesn't matter who it is in the super middleweight division. They can put him in with anybody. He'll fight anybody tomorrow. There's no two ways about that. So whatever opportunity became available, he's ready, willing, and able. And I know one thing about him, he's got the ultimate confidence. He's the ultimate competitor. And as time plays out, he's going to rise. The cream always rises to the top, and he's going to be at the top of the division, whether that's a 68, 75, wherever the case may be, and in the top pound for pound. There's not too many fighters like him. I've been around this game a long time, and he's a special talent.
When do you think they'll take the leash off and put him in with an opponent that people
It's not
know?
about, well, the end of the day is, are these guys willing to step in the ring with him?
I mean, that's all pay.
You know what I mean?
Pay them, they're going to get in there.
Well, then that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to come with a Brinks truck, I guess, to get some of these guys in there. But if that's what has to be done, then that's what's going to have to be done.
Last one, because I know you're busy and working. What were your thoughts on Canelo asking for $200 million to face David Benavidez?
Well, you know, at the end of the day, you can ask for whatever you want, right? People say, oh, man, he's pricing himself out of the thing. Well, maybe he's pricing himself into the thing. You know what I mean? If their starting point is there, at the end of the day, who knows? Maybe his number's 50 million, 60 million. We don't know. Just because he asked for it doesn't mean that he's not willing to fight him or whatever the case may be. Canelo's taken on all challengers. You know, you look at the fight of what he did. He cleaned up the 68-pound division. I'm sure he wants to be compensated. It's a tough fight. I'm sure he knows it's a tough fight. But to say that he wouldn't be willing to fight him, again, I think he'd be willing to take on anybody. I know Benavidez very well. I was fortunate to be with him for a period of time, and he's a tremendous fighter too. You know, I used to like to call him a savant. He's very smart in the ring, and so I think it'd be a tremendous fight. But again, just because he asked for it doesn't mean that's the exact number that would take to get him in the ring, and I think people kind of misconstrue the two.
Do you think we get that fight this year?
Wow. Well, you know, wow. I think it's more of a possibility than people think in September. I think it's more doable than people think, you know. I think there's a 50-50 chance that fight can happen. Like I said, I think if the number's right, he'll get in the ring. I don't think it's for 200 million or 150 million like people say, you know. But we'll see how that plays out.
All right, Bob, man. Thank you so much.
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And Obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.